What's up, family? And welcome back to another episode of the Willing and Able show. So today we're going to talk about investing in yourself and how to do that. So the first thing you got to do is this step: find a hobby. Some of it might be cooking, it might be going out for a walk, it might be going to the gym, it might be traveling, it might be listening to jazz. Find out what is your hobby that you love to do, because when you do that hobby, you're going to find yourself being at peace. You're going to find yourself not worrying about what the world thinks of you or what the world got to say, because you're in your special place. Another thing that we want to talk about today is setting boundaries for yourself. Okay. Now, the number one boundary that I learned that you have to set for yourself is boundaries around your time. This is something that I struggled with growing up. I can tell nobody no. I can have a time for everything. But when I grew up and I got to college, and even out of college, I realized block scheduling works for me. So I'm going to speak on block scheduling right now, then we're going to go into the second part of it. So block scheduling is literally like from 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock, I'm doing my podcast. From 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock, I'm playing a video game. From 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, I'm taking a shower and doing everything to get ready for tomorrow. That's a time block. So you have a schedule set for everything. That way, you don't have to think about, what am I about to do next? You already know. Boom, 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 boom. Okay? So the second part to that time is telling people no. Your time is valuable, man. Your time is money, as they say. If you know you got to do something at 6 o'clock, hence I set the time block, but say you got to do something at 6 o'clock and somebody come up to you and be like, hey, bro, you want to go ahead and go somewhere at 6? You got to have that discipline to say, no, my boy, I gotta kick it with you later because I got to go shoot this podcast. You got to tell people no. And if the people don't respect your time, them ain't the people for you. I'm going to be real with you. You got to go ahead and snip them up out of here and let them go and kick rocks, because if they don't appreciate your time, they don't appreciate you. You also got to have time for yourself. You got to have time for yourself. I don't care how you do it. Find 30 minutes to an hour for yourself. Me personally, I use that time in two ways. Early in the morning, I spend time with God. On my way to work, I'm driving, spending time with God, listening to gospel music. Late at night, when everybody in my house sleep, guess what I'm doing? I'm focusing. I'm spending time with myself. I'm watching YouTube videos. I'm watching TikToks. I'm writing down ideas for, my podcast. I'm spending time with God. I'm doing all of that either in the morning or at night. You got to find that time for you where you could just decompress and relax. Okay, that means talking to nobody. Okay, you got it, because if you don't, you're going to lose your mind, people. You're literally going to lose your mind. So that's how you invest your time. Remember, say no. You can say no, okay? Because I feel like a lot of people, especially us Christians, we feel like, oh, I don't have to do that. I can't say no because I'm feel bad. Look. Jesus spent time by himself. So the first biblical boundary that we're going to go over is called associating yourself with the right people, or boundaries of association, however you want to say it. You have to find a time and a place for everyone. Everybody cannot be your friend. Okay, if you know that they are smokers and you don't smoke, you don't need to hang with them. If you know that you do not drink and these people are drinking, you do not need to hang with them. If you know these people out here cursing, you do not need to hang with them. You do not need to associate with them. Or you can say it like this. Okay, I know I'm mentally strong enough. I'm disciplined enough. My friend drink. I don't drink. Say, hey, no. I don't drink. I don't do any of that stuff. I simply rely on the strength of, okay, I can't do that. If you cool with that, that's cool. If not, then we can't be cool no more. You have to set that boundary of association. You have to. If not, you'll be peer-pressured and doing some crazy, wild, outlandish stuff. You hear me? So the second biblical association that you're going to have to put into place is self-care. Even Jesus, himself, the Messiah, spent time by himself. You saw how I brought Jesus from early into it? Yeah. Okay. So, yes, he ended up going off many times to go pray to God by himself. You have to find out how to take care of yourself, people. Whether that's you going into your prayer closet and just praying. Whether that's you getting away from people. That's why it's called self-care. Is yourself. Focus on you. Do you understand? Like, one way that I self-care is I go to the movie theater by myself all the time. I legit see a movie I want to see, bet, cool, go to the movie theaters, get my popcorn, sit there and relax and watch a movie. That's part of self-care for me. Another way that I do self-care is I literally just sit in my car sometimes. I sit in my car, I talk to God, I watch YouTube videos, I, write ideas down, or sometimes I just relax in there and don't even listen in there. But it's a way that I take self-care. You have to figure out how to get away from people and enjoy yourself, okay? That's the difference between time away from people. Because you can have time away from people, but you don't spend time on yourself. You could be spending time doing homework and spending time doing this and watching TV. No, spend time with yourself. Because a lot of people in society do not know themselves. Because they don't take the time to take a self-care day. I had to get like that. When I start taking self-care dates, I start to realize myself. I start to realize what I like, what I don't like, what I want to do, or it's okay to go eat to a restaurant by yourself. You have to have that. That is biblical. Even Jesus did it. So why won't you do it? If the King of all kings can do it, why can't you do it? And this is the last biblical boundary that I would say you need to put into place, people. And that is personal convictions. Now, this topic right here is interesting because I struggled with this so much, and I still do, y'all. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all, but I'm being delivered for that in Jesus' name. To where something might not convert, y'all. I said convert, but if something can convict another person, but it don't have to convict you. Me personally, secular music is a conviction for me. I don't know why I can't listen to it, y'all. Every time I try, it's just a feeling in my spirit. I get sad and I just, I can't do it. And I tried many, many times. But for somebody else, that might not be a personal conviction for them. They could listen to secular music all day long and it does not affect them. Now, see, the only secular music I do listen to is jazz. I'm not convicted by it. But somebody else might be convicted about jazz too, and they can't listen to it. So it's all about personal convictions. What is for somebody else doesn't mean it's for you. Like, for example, Samuel could not cut his hair. That don't mean all men can't cut their hair. That was a personal thing for him. He couldn't drink either. That was for him. You have to realize, and that's where it comes in, having time with God and self-care, to where you be like, okay, God is specifically telling me this is a personal conviction for me. It don't matter what YouTube say. It don't matter what TikTok comments say. If this doesn't convict you, or it does convict you, stop doing it. Stop people pleasing. It is terrible. Now, that's a whole nother subject. I actually did a video on that, so go check it out. But you got to stop people pleasing, because at the end of the day, it's your personal conviction. But yes, family, definitely invest in yourself. It is very, very important to do so. I really hope this video helps somebody. I pray that it helps somebody. And if you know somebody who is struggling with any of the topics that the Lord used me to tell you today, go ahead and send that video to them. But y'all already know what time it is. Y'all have a blessed, positive, productive day. Peace, family.